I'm here at the Marshall booth, and I'm with Director of Marketing and Artist Relations, our old friend Nick Bocott. Nick, it's great to see you.
Thank you, John. Great to see you too. This means everything to me. This is one of the bedrocks. This is the foundation from which all great rock music is built, no pun intended. And Marshall is part of that. It's part of that foundation, it really is. And 2012 is going to be the company's 50th anniversary, so we start working on that the day this show closes, one of those deals. And we've got a lot of exciting stuff come out. The big two things at this show, we've got the Slash AFD 100, which is we have a unique relationship with Slash. It's pals, if you will. He's a wonderful guy to work with. We've recreated his Appetite for Destruction tones, but the amp he made, this has been well storied through the internet because they let people study how the amp was being developed via a blog. But in short, Slash hired an amp, loved it so much he stole it, took it back to the studio, and then the company who he stole it from stole it back. No, they didn't steal it back. They took back their own property. Then the amp disappeared. So he actually allowed us to get to the master tapes of Appetite for Destruction, listen to his guitar tracks, the ones we thought were definitive, and he did. And he worked with our top engineer, Santiago Alvarez. And over the course of 4 or 5 prototypes, we recreated that sound and feel. So that's available right now. Limited edition, 2,300 for the world, 100 for each year, the anniversary of Appetite for Destruction. And very quickly, we have the WNAMM 100, which is the Yngwie Malmsteen tribute amplifier. Limited edition, signature series. Basically, a 100-watt plexi in a Marshall major box. Because like Yngwie says, more is more. Less is not more, more is more. So it's a bigger box, and it looks like a plexi to all intents and purposes, except it says YJM as opposed to JMP on the front. So subtle little twist. But when you flip it over, it's like an amp with 2 sides. There's a front story and a back story. Front looks totally authentic, old school Marshall. You flip it around, it's got a built-in foot switchable booster built to his spec, with a noise gate, which is essential also to his spec, and it's an intelligent one, so it won't just cut off randomly. If you're holding a note, it'll let the note die with you. Also digital reverb, because he likes that. Unlike the Slash, it has a new design we've come up with, which is called electronical power attenuation. So you can go from 100% right the way down to 1%. So on a 100-watt amp, 100 watts to 1 watt. And the only thing you lose is the sound pressure level. And sometimes it's nice to go, oh, I guess I'm playing a Marshall. And you don't distort the speakers, but you've got the same tone. And there's also a 100 to 50 watt switch on the back too, because Yngwie likes to mix 100 with 50, because 50 is a softer feel. Like 100 watts like Mike Tyson. This is more of a nice hard massage, the 50. Is that right? Whatever. Stupid analogy. But he likes to mix both, so he can use 2 of his signature amps on stage, one set at 100, one set at 50. And the cool thing about the 50 mode is, because of that power attenuation, you can go back down to 0.5 of a watt. Red Ferrari cover, it's cool stuff. And I'm glad to be home, and it's going to be a great year.
Yeah, great. Well, best of luck to you, Nick, and to Marshall for the future.
Thanks, pal.